Hey guys, welcome to Manifesting Better. I'm back with another video and another topic that needs to be addressed. I also have an Instagram account, the link for that is in the description box below. Coaching is also available, the link for that too is in the description box below. Hey guys, hope you're well. So in this video, I want to talk about some small things that you can keep reminding yourself to manifest faster. Now, I will be talking about specific person manifestations, faith and fear, letting go, living in the end. So I will be covering many topics in this video. So watch it till the end, and if you get any questions or you would want me to make a separate video on any of these topics, just comment down below and I will make sure to make a separate video on the topics. And I will also be giving examples with each and every one of the things that I will mention, so that if you are in that situation, you can maybe understand it better. So let's get into this video. So the first reminder that you will have to process while manifesting anything is that the process of manifestation is not linear. This is something that I even discussed in one or two of my videos, like I think 2 videos before, where I was talking about how people jump the gun too soon, where they jump into the manifestation process and they as they are doing things good, and once they start seeing some movement, they start to react in an opposite way. So that's, I think, the previous video, so you can go and check it out. But when I say that the process of manifestation is not linear, it means that you can be doing everything right and still not see movement for a bit. You can be doing everything in a good way and still feel resistance. You can feel everything in a correct way and still feel slightly down sometimes. So it's very important to not overanalyze the things that you are doing from that direction, because you don't want to create a situation and a dynamic in your mind where you're putting yourself down for no reason. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are manifesting a specific person, and as you are going forward, you are starting to feel good, you are starting to feel great, but then one day you just get this wave of negative emotions, resistance, fears that you don't really know why they came. And it can be because of any reasons. And in that moment, it can be because they came up because there are some things that you haven't dealt with. But if you feel that I have dealt with all the things that were needed to be dealt with, and then they are still coming, then you don't have to overanalyze why they are coming. Because a lot of people in that moment try to find more reasons why what they are doing is wrong. When in fact, what can also be possible is that you are going in a good direction. It's just that you got hit with resistance and some feelings, which can be there for tens and thousands of reasons. So you can just literally get resistance once you are in an environment where you used to get resistance before. It's very normal because your body remembers that place, and your body has the habit of getting anxious when it reaches near that place. So don't put yourself down with it. If you are getting some resistance and some fears, it is absolutely normal to get them. It's your ability on handling it is what will help you grow with the manifestation process. How to handle resistance, I already have 2 videos about it. I have linked them down in the description below. You can go check them out. The second thing about the linear part is when you see movement. So a very important question to address and to see as you go ahead with this is that as you are going ahead with the manifestation process, sometimes what might happen is that the how is not going to be in the direction that you are wanting it to be. So let's say you are getting movement, but then one day your SP stops calling you back. Or let's say one day, or let's say you're manifesting money, and while manifesting money you're getting a few clients, but then for the next 1 week you don't get any clients. There is nothing essentially wrong with it. Your how is not supposed to be the how that you are thinking it should be. Your how is dictated by your belief system and what's the most natural way for you to receive it. Sometimes it can be slightly back and forth where there is nothing wrong. It becomes wrong when every time it goes slightly back and forth, people start reacting to it, and then they start creating a situation and a dynamic in their mind where they start telling themselves that just because it's going back and forth, I'm doing something wrong. And now that I have started saying I'm doing something wrong, I create a wrong situation. So please avoid that. Please always keep this in your mind that the process of manifestation, just like life, is never linear. So it can be back and forth, and that's completely fine. Second thing, you are already great at manifesting. That's a very good reminder, right? If you look back at your life, you would always, and if you connect the dots, Steve Jobs said that you can connect the dots looking backwards. If you look back at your life and you can connect the dots, you will see that everything eventually comes down to be a manifestation of your state of being or the character that you were playing. So relationships that you were involved in and which didn't work out, you will understand why they didn't work out. Relationships that were going good and they were working out, you can realize why they were working out. You are already great at manifesting. You don't have to learn how to manifest. You have to learn how to be closer to the place where you want to be by embodying the version of yourself who you want receives the things that you want. So basically, the difficulty is on how can I let go of who I am now with the limitations, with the trauma, with the wounding, with the fears, and how can I be someone who already receives the results naturally and normally. Right? So it's not that you have to learn how to manifest. Similarly, like you don't have to learn how to speak when you're younger. It automatically becomes something that you do. You are already great at it. You just want to be in a position where you can change the direction of thinking towards it. The third part, SP manifestations are some things that you have been doing since forever. And SP manifestations are not an out of the blue picture where there is some magical new mantra that you need or some drink that you need to have after which you would have the special power to manifest your specific person. Relationships that you have been involved in have been manifestations of your life. And the pedestalization of the topic of the SP, there is a reason for that. One, because a lot of times people are just way too attached and way too desperate and obsessed with the idea of another person. That is why you make a separate topic out of it, right? Two, it's because relationships, and especially intimate relationships, can trigger you to degrees that other manifestations and other things don't. So a relationship can trigger your wounding to a level that other things don't, because of which once it comes to the topic of relationships, people can slightly be triggered. One thing that comes up with this, and a lot of people talk about this, is that but isn't it something that where there is another person involved? But there is literally no manifestation where there isn't another person involved. If I am saying I want clients, right, and I'm affirming for that, other people are involved which are coming towards me. So if I'm saying that I got 10 clients today, just an example, and people are coming to sign up with me, the reason is because in my mind I was living from the end of having clients. Then the people who were actually needing some sort of coach or someone who can guide them through the process of manifestation found my page and got attracted towards it, and we connected. So it's a mutual benefit where I can help them and they can help me. Similarly, with your specific person manifestation, it's exactly the same. It's not that SP is doing some favor to you by being with you. They also would want to have someone like you in your life. And if you don't believe that, then that is where you need self-concept work. It's a mutual benefit thing. It's not that you are getting some favor and a gift from God just because this person is coming in your life. And with people who ask that, oh, is it possible to manifest a celebrity? Is it possible to manifest someone after a breakup? Yes, because someone has done it in this world. So what's the difference between you and them? Nothing. Just the embodiment that you can play out too. Right? Someone has manifested a celebrity, because who is a celebrity? A celebrity is someone who has some people who follow them way more than you. That's all, right? So that's the only difference. They are still a human being. That's very important to understand and take into account. Now, a lot of times people go after celebrity manifestations because they don't feel safe with being in relationships. That's a separate topic. I will try to make a video on it a few days after this. Coming to the next part, you are already great at believing in the unseen. It's just that you believe in the unseen of the negative side of it. So if you think about it, fear and faith both come with zero evidence, right? It's just that because fear is something that you might have experienced before, you are more susceptible to looking at it from that side, right? So if you truly look at the situation, how the world has been working is that people try to put themselves down because they feel that that would make them comfortable, and that is the general norm of thinking around the whole world. So if I am someone who fears that I won't get good marks, it's because 10 people around me are doing the same, and the one person who's actually having faith is also put down that why are you having faith? Like, how can you be so confident that you would get good results? And that is why it becomes the general norm that people believe in fear more than faith. But it's the same thing. It comes with zero evidence. So if you have zero evidence that something bad will happen, you have zero evidence that something good will happen, then why not take yourself to the good part. And of course, again, it's not a linear project where you would just believe in it and it would just solve it. No, it will take time, but you need to provide it that time. The next thing, you can already let go. So you're already great at letting go. Like a lot of these things in these reminders are just to remind you that you're already good at this. You're already good at letting go. It's just that with things that you have more attachment, you have a difficult time letting go. So all of you, I think everyone who's listening to this video has had some sort of manifestation in their life, which can be conscious or unconscious. That is why you're watching this video, right? Let's say you have manifested a cup of coffee. You did let go of the idea that I don't need that coffee. That's why it came to you. And of course, with a relationship, as I mentioned before, because it brings out more intimate parts of you, it can be slightly difficult to believe that, right? But that doesn't mean it's impossible. It means that you already know it, it's just a different level, and which can be countered and which can be worked upon. Coming to the next part, and this is, if you want a separate video on this, let me know, I will make a separate video on this, is not needing it and having it are the same state of being. So a lot of people say that, hey Karan, in one of your posts, you were saying that you don't need your SP. How does that align with the idea of living in the end? Because if I am already living in the end, even then I don't need my SP. So for many people, saying I already have it brings the state of calm and power where they already have let go of the middle part. They are not worried about when it will happen. They are not in the state of over analyzing everything. But for some people, saying that I don't need it brings that energy. But saying I have it only makes them more anxious. So not needing it and having it emit the same energy, and they are the same state of being. Whichever one suits you best, go for that. Not needing something doesn't mean that you cannot prefer having it, right? Because a lot of people confuse letting go and not needing it as giving up. It's not giving up. It's getting into the state where you're not over analyzing and micromanaging the middle part. So I hope these make sense to you, and I hope that you get into a place where you can understand this and apply them in your life. I will see you guys in the next video. Please have a good day ahead. Click the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe and turn the notifications on for more such content. Comment down your video suggestions and I will see you guys in the next one.